By its fourth weekend, James Cameron's Avatar, Fire and Ash, had already passed $400 million at the domestic box office, packing theaters with millions of viewers eager to return to Pandora. This chart shows the stark divide in how the film is received. On the right, the audience metrics are glowing, a 91% verified audience score on Rotten Tomatoes and an A-range cinema score. But look on the left. Professional critics are visibly frustrated. They are looking at the exact same movie and giving it mixed reviews, calling out what they see as major structural flaws. The first major grievance from reviewers is the sheer length of the film. Clocking in at 195 minutes, many critics argue the movie demands far too much time for the story it tells. The second complaint is that the script relies on the same capture and rescue loops seen in the previous film. To reviewers tracking narrative progression, it feels like an expensive rerun, which leaves us with a contradiction. If this is a plot repeating itself over a 3-hour loop, why are thousands of fans leaving the theater calling the action scenes 10 out of 10 and comparing the climax to The Lord of the Rings? Audiences and critics are measuring the film against two different languages of cinema. To understand this, we have to look at how we measure a movie's worth. The traditional critical framework judges a film on its script. Does the plot make logical sense? Is the pacing tight? Are the themes deep and consistent? This chart illustrates the opposing view, the populist framework, where audiences prioritize sensory input over logical plot mechanics. Academics call this somatic kineticism. It's when physical spectacle, the movement, sound, and visual rhythm, becomes an autonomous cinematic language, overriding standard storytelling. No one understands this language better than James Cameron. He designs his movies to weaponize this sensory overload, bypassing the brain's logical filters. Pointing out plot holes in a film built this way misses the target. It is like complaining that a roller coaster lacks a compelling storyline. It shows a misunderstanding of what the machine was built to do. Cameron pulls viewers into this trance starting with the Ash People, a fire-worshipping Na'vi tribe shifting Pandora's visual energy towards swirling embers and roaring flames. The physical stakes are amplified by the tribe's leader, Varang. Brought to life by Una Chaplin, the character injects a chaotic, unpredictable presence that makes the screen feel dangerous. Then, the film scales up into a massive third-act battle royale. Audiences are describing the kinetic energy of this final duel as a cross between Mad Max Fury Road and Pirates of the Caribbean. The choreography in this climax is complex, integrating tactical combat across multiple environments. The action flows simultaneously through the air, across the land, and under the sea. This includes the return of the massive Tolkien creature, Payakan. Instead of resolving conflicts through spoken dialogue, the film uses surreal, trippy visual fireworks, like a giant whale destroying a gunship, to settle the score. But spectacle will eventually exhaust an audience if it operates in a vacuum. To work, it requires a human emotional anchor to give those digital explosions weight. That anchor is Neytiri. The raw, desperate intensity of Zoe Saldana's performance cuts through the computer generation, grounding the 3D fireworks in a palpable reality. Flawless, multi-tiered action choreography only achieves true hypnotic immersion when it is entirely fueled by desperate, primal emotional human stakes. The audience response to Fire and Ash suggests that for millions of viewers, the modern blockbuster functions as an experiential medium first, and a narrative one second. A movie doesn't need to reinvent a plot structure if it manages to reinvent what that plot looks and feels like projected in Dolby 3D. This overwhelming scale stands in sharp contrast to how we consume most media today. It offers an enveloping escape rather than the passive, small-screen consumption of daily streaming content. Audiences are trading the demand for a complex script for the chance to surrender to a visionary director's world. Strip away the critical arguments, and this movie serves as a reminder of exactly what the cinematic theater was built to do.